If you're the proud parent of a puppy or kitten, you know you can't pet-proof your entire life. There simply isn't a sock drawer high enough or a couch cover thick enough. But you can pet-proof your wallet with Lemonade Pet Insurance. Whether it's an unexpected accident or a routine checkup, Lemonade can cover up to 90% of the bill. Plus, they can handle claims in as little as 2 seconds. So before you turn into a complete helicopter pet parent, get a quote at lemonade.com/pet.
Shipt knows that no order is ordinary. When you order produce, Shipt sees the meals and memories you'll produce with it. Not just soap in your cart. It's what washes away the day. Not paint, but strokes of genius. That's why shoppers with Shipt deliver same day and shop the same way you would.
Use code SAVINGS to become a Shipt member for half off only $49 at shipt.com/offer. Terms apply.
You have to say that they are personalities, just like we are.
Mark, Vanessa, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for the time. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you, Steve. No, we're happy to talk, always happy to talk about orangutans,
Yeah.
our favorite animals. Certainly my favorite animal.
I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about this. Of course, I'm speaking with Mark Linfield and Vanessa Berlowitz. Am I saying that properly?
Right,
Berlowitz.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
The co-directors of DisneyNature's latest Orangutan, which is, you can't help but fall in love with this film and with these creatures. DisneyNature always does a great job, but this one especially. Let's talk orangutans. Why were you so interested to make this the focus of the next film?
Funnily enough, I had filmed orangutans about 20 years ago when I was starting out, and I absolutely loved them, but didn't really know what I was doing. And the film I made was, not all that. And of course, since then we started working with DisneyNature, and after finishing the latest show on, and I thought now's the chance to basically fly the flag for orangutans and say,
And do it properly.
please, can we go back and do this properly? Because they're such great animals, and we'd love to go back with a proper number of filming days and Disney resources and do what, they are hard, but do a hard animal well. And, the advantage of them being tricky is that they've not been filmed that much before. And, I think people have seen quite a lot of gorillas, quite a lot of chimpanzees, not so much of orangutans, and yet they're my favorite apes. So it was a really great chance to go back and, give them the screen time they deserve.
Well, they really are such charming creatures, which we knew, but like you said, we get to really see them in their element here. I always am interested in the challenge of getting such difficult photography, because these, the orangutans, as we said, they hang out a lot in the treetops, but the DisneyNature does a great job, Nat Geo as well, of getting right in there and letting them be themselves. How do you manage to accomplish that?
There are a lot of tricks, really. Some of them are the same for all animals. We often work with scientists who have been following the animals too, so they're very relaxed and they just tune you out, which it was also the case here. So the orangutans were very sort of relaxed around people, but also these days we have very long telephoto lenses, so it can be quite a long way off and bring the animals kind of right into your screen, which is great. And we also have super quiet drones now, so we can get up there and film them at their level without disturbing them, and you can tell they're not in the slightest bit disturbed. And in the case of orangutans, we also use tree platforms sometimes. So we climb up into trees and we'd sit on the platforms, because the real challenge with orangutans, as you can imagine, is getting eye level with an animal which is 100 or 200 feet up in the trees, because you don't want to be showing people what an orangutan's bottom looks like for 90 minutes. That's not great TV or film. So I'm literally getting on their level, getting eye level with them, so you could be sort of immersed with what they're doing, was one of the biggest challenges for this one. But
some of it is also just having the time, which DisneyNature's allow you to do. We had over 600 filming days in the field, And that means that you can spend the time, get close, get their trust, build a relationship where you're kind of let into the orangutan's world. And I think that's what this film's really achieved. You almost forget that you're up 200 feet in the air. You feel like you're just with them. And that's really what DisneyNatures allow you to do, is with all that time. It's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
That's staggering. I didn't realize you had 600 days. It's amazing when you have 90 minutes to share them. You forget about the incredible amount of time it takes to get there.
That's right.
You do, and it's often people sort of go to rainforests expecting them to be dripping with animals because they've watched the latest wildlife show, and they often don't realize that it's sometimes 2 or 3 years of edited highlights in an hour.
Yeah, exactly. And finding the right. So we worked very hard with the scientists to find the right characters. So Inda was exactly the right age to be able to show that, extraordinary. They have the longest childhood in nature, these orangutans. So we wanted to find a young orangutan that was just leaving home. And then we also wanted the mother with the baby at that point. And we worked with the scientists to locate the characters that were going to work for this story and then follow them. But that takes time, and getting that sort of whole transition to happen in front of your eyes is a few years.
Yeah, exactly. And we end up coming away with
I think it's
no, so I'm saying we end up coming away with sort of 500 or 600 hours of material with which to cut, just over an hour's film, so 70 minutes of film. So, it takes almost an hour, probably almost a year to kind of go through it all and, just craft it into the show that you've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Vanessa, you used a word there that was interesting. You said characters.
Yes.
And I love that about DisneyNature. There is something about them where it's not. I mean, this is a true documentary.
Absolutely, 100%.
But they named them. We name these. We know them. There's this aspect of storytelling which taps into the very soul of what DisneyNature does. And one of the things I want
particularly well with. So I'm just going to say, I think it works particularly well with great apes, actually, because they are characters. They are so closely related to us. Very sadly, recently, a lady called Jane Goodall died, and she worked with chimpanzees, and she really called out that, come on, guys, these are characters. They have personalities just like us. We can't. They're not just
number
one. Exactly, they really are. It's not scientifically accurate to sort of you have to say that they are personalities just like we are, and you very much see that